Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another video, and today I'm going over my NHL Playoff Predictions. For any of you who saw the original one of these videos, my apologies, I had some of the first round matchups incorrect because I am in basketball brain currently, and in NBA, it's just the entire conference is just in one ranking system, and one plays 8, 2 plays 7. The NHL playoff system has been an enigma to me for a very long time. If anyone can explain it to me, please let me know. I do follow hockey and I watch a lot of games, but I just do not understand how the playoffs work. And I've looked in like 5 different places. I finally figured out what it is by just filling out an NHL bracket. So I apologize for that video, but I have fixed the issues with round 1, and I have corrected it, so let's get right into it. First off, with round 1, we have the Panthers, Capitals, we have Hurricane versus the Bruins, we have the Maple Leafs versus the Lightning, and we have the Rangers versus the Penguins. I have the Panthers winning 4-0. The Capitals did not have a phenomenal performance the last couple of years in the playoffs, and I think that the Panthers, being the best team in the league, will be able to sweep in round 1. I have the Hurricane beating the Bruins 4-2. I think this will be a very strong defensive series. Although the Bruins haven't had the best season ever, they do have some redeeming qualities of their team, and as always, they have a very good goalie. And I think that this series is going to be pretty low scoring. There's going to be a lot of close games. Bruins will put up a little bit of a fight, but the Hurricane are going to win. I have the Maple Leafs losing 2-4 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think that the reigning champs are going to go into Toronto, and they're going to upset them 4-2. Both of these teams are very strong, and I think that there's going to be a lot of close games. I think there's going to be a lot of away victories in this one, and I think that Tampa Bay's offense is going to be able to take advantage of the weak Toronto defense, 20th in goals per game against. And then I have the Rangers beating the Penguins 4-3. The Rangers basically do everything the Penguins do, but just a little bit better. They have less goals per game against. They have They have better scoring. Both of these teams are heavily rely on their defense, but I think that the Rangers have the edge simply because they are slightly better in both. I think that they're going to be more consistent in the series, and I think that they're going to come up with the victory. In round 1 in the West, I have the Avalanche beating the Predators 4-0, and I have the Flames beating the Stars 4-0. I think the Avalanche are the best team in the league, in my opinion, and I think that the Flames are the most consistent team, or the most well-balanced team, I should say. They have one of the better scoring offenses and one of the better scoring defenses in the league, and I think that the Flames are going to put up a real fight in the West. I have the Blues beating the Wild 4-3. The Wild just they have a really good record, but I think that the Blues, coming off of a championship a couple of years ago, they're really good in the power play. They're really strong on offense, the third highest scoring offense in the league. And although Minnesota is also one of the highest scoring offenses in the league, the Blues combine that with a pretty decent defense. So I think the Blues do have a slight advantage in the series and are going to win 4-3. And I have the Oilers 4-2 over the Kings. The Kings have not impressed me much this season, and I think that the Oilers should be able to win this series without too much issues. In round 2, we have the Panthers versus the Lightning. We have the Hurricane versus the Rangers. We have the Avalanche versus the Blues, and we have the Flames versus the Oilers. I have the Flames winning in 6. I think the Oilers will put up a fight, but again, I think the Flames' consistency is going to be able to bring them to the victory in this round. I have the Avalanche winning 4-0. I have the Hurricane winning 4-1 over the Rangers. Again, very similar situation to the Penguins. Is the Hurricane do what the Rangers do, just a little bit better. They're a little bit better defensively. They're a little bit better offensively. And it's going to be a strong defensive series with a slight advantage for Carolina. And I have the Panthers beating the Lightning 4-3. I think the reigning champs are going to put up a fight against the best team thus far on total points in the season, but I think that Florida will be able to come away with the victory in that series. In the conference championship round, we have the Florida Panthers versus the Carolina Hurricanes, and we have the Avalanche versus the Calgary Flames. I think that the Flames are going to be the hardest opponent for the Avalanche in the playoffs this season. I think that both of these teams have I think that whoever comes out of the West is going to win the championship, whether it's the Avalanche or the Flames. I think that one of them is going to win the championship. Florida and Carolina are both very strong teams, and Florida has the most points, but I think that whoever comes out of the West is going to win the championship. Florida does have the highest scoring offense in the league, which is pretty strong, but all of these teams, except for the Hurricanes, are in the top 5 for scoring in the NHL. I think that the home field advantage is not going to play a factor, really, because hockey is one of the lowest, if not the lowest, of the major sports for home field advantage, like, actually mattering. And I think that with that, the upsets are more likely, but I do think that the number 1 seeds are going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. And with that being said, I have the Avalanche beating the Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals. I think that the Avalanche just have a more well-rounded team. The Panthers are 18th in save percentage, and they're not great for overall scoring either. I think that the Avalanche have a really strong core defensive front and a really strong scoring front. I think that they have a lot of guys who get a lot of minutes on the ice that are very consistent, very good at scoring, very good at defending. And I think that overall this is going to be a very good series, and I think that the Avalanche will come with the victory. I was all in on the Avalanche last year, and they lost to the eventual champions. No, they didn't lose to the champ. They lost earlier than I expected them to. I think that this season they're going to come back, and they're going to have a really strong showing, and they're going to win. I might do actually a whole video on it in the next couple of days, because I like making prediction videos. But yeah, I think that this will be the finals, and I think that the Avalanche will win the Stanley Cup. So sorry for the video earlier. I should have put more time into looking into trying to find the real standings, so that was my bad. But these are my Stanley Cup final predictions. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.